Question for you. Before this started, were you just served an ad? Probably. And then odds are if this video turns out to be long enough that you'll probably get one halfway through as well. Those are YouTube ads run through Google. However, conceptually, that's exactly what I want to talk about today. My name is Sam Lee, and I'm the Vice President at Trivium Group, alongside my man, Mina Elias. I focus on all things Amazon DSP. If you watched any of the other videos, you probably heard me say this as well. But everything I'm going to talk about today as it relates to video ads is predominantly run through Amazon's DSP. That's at least what I'm going to focus on. So if you don't know what DSP is, start by learning that, go to our other videos, and then come back here. Beyond just YouTube, ads that show up before, during, or after videos are everywhere. Even if you're doing something like playing a game on your browser online, odds are you're going to be interrupted by some form of a video. Why? Because everything has to be monetized and nothing's free. So every time that you're served an ad, somebody is buying that ad. That's what's known as OLV, or online video ads. I'm willing to bet that a lot of you haven't even thought about this concept, so let me break it down. Online video ads are one of the fastest growing forms of digital advertising. And within the Amazon ecosystem, they're one of the most underutilized levers within the most underutilized platform in all of Amazon. So within Amazon, OLV is essentially just any form of video ad that's playing outside of a TV environment. After you finish this video, pay close attention to how often you're receiving video ads, when and where. The majority of these are online video ads. So just to touch on this briefly, there's OLV and STV. Online video shows up in various places online. Streaming TV shows up on TV streaming platforms. Pretty simple. So OLV ads through Amazon DSP can show up on Amazon's owned and operated properties, such as Twitch and IMDb, but it can also show up across the 3P sites that Amazon's connected to, which spans the majority of the internet. So this includes things from ESPN.com to your aunt playing a Wheel of Fortune game on her browser, and everything in between. The beauty of running this through Amazon is that we can layer in Amazon's first-party data to make sure we're actually reaching the people that we want to reach with these ads. So let's say your little brother is looking at protein powders on Amazon and he subsequently goes to ESPN.com to watch some sports highlights. He can get hit with an ad in that stream from the brand he was just looking at. Or you can get hit with one of their smarter competitors' ads if they're bidding on that product. So there are two primary types of OLV placements. There's in-stream and there's out-stream. In-stream will play when you're already watching a video either before, during, or after the video. Out-stream is more of a miscellaneous ad placement in other places on the internet, like the side or the bottom. You've probably seen them, you probably don't watch them. My general recommendation is to focus on in-stream because you already have that person's attention, but that's up to you. The other thing to consider is pre-roll, mid-roll, or post-roll. And this is exactly what it sounds like. Pre-roll before the video, mid-roll partway through, post-roll at the end. So luckily, you can set constraints within the DSP to focus on in-stream or out-stream, pre-roll, mid-roll, or post-roll. I recommend in-stream because you know you have their attention, and I recommend focusing on pre and mid because by the time their video ends, they're not going to sit around to watch your ads, so post-roll, in my opinion, is kind of a waste of money. But always remember, the more premium the placement, the more expensive the impressions. So on the static ad side, we can set viewability minimums to make sure that our ads are only showing where people typically go within a given page. On the video side, we can set what are called video completion thresholds. You can set it to 50, 75, or 100%. And essentially what that means is at least 50% of the time when watching this video in this placement, somebody completes the ad. This basically just ensures that you're only serving ads where people were probably going to watch them. We want that number to be as close to 100 as possible, naturally, but that's not always the case. So one important thing to look at is total video completion, because if you're getting cheaper impressions and a lot of video completions, that's ultimately the end goal. Last thing I want to touch on before I let you go is attribution. OLV attribution is a lot cleaner than streaming TV because the ads are actually clickable. Somebody's on their phone or their desktop and you can drive them directly to your Amazon storefront or to the product detail page. Streaming TV is great for brand awareness. However, I don't know about you, but I've never bought a product directly on my TV. So the attribution can be a bit of a mess. So if you're considering dipping your toe into OLV ads, the things you want to take in consideration is make sure you have control over where your ads are being shown, who they're being shown to, and set clear KPIs before you set it live. If you have any other questions about this with the broader Amazon ecosystem, click any of the links in the description here and reach out to myself or my amazing team here at Trivium, and we're happy to help. See you next time.